video in a while. When I last attempted this recording, I had this slight issue where I was using a different piece of recording software called Choxy, and it kind of failed. Well, or rather, it didn't fail. I could play the video, but as soon as I tried to load it in Vegas, or even try and delete it, it crashed. I crashed. So, I think I might stick to Fraps for the time being. Besides that, I seem to get a bit of frames per second. Anyway, the purpose of this video today is for two reasons. One is to showcase the mod that has this clock into the top of my screen, as you can see. And two is to show you around my current survival map that I'm running. Right now, I'm actually in my old house, because this is where I logged off for the last video. And the mod I'm going to be showcasing is called Zombies mod. I've seen a lot of people use it, but I never actually thought to use it myself. But it's actually a very good mod. I'm going to start with it by nipping over to my main area. You'd think this is my main area for all this machinery, but I'll go into what the machinery does later. Oh yeah, by the way, this mod is for Minecraft 1.3.1, and apologies for any lag, and what on earth just hit me? Not a clue. I realise I'm dropping frames per second. I really should put the limiter on. Anyway, here we've got the lag cow farm. You know, that's one thing I don't actually get rid of Troxy is lag. Yes. Anyway, here is my mob spawner, my ridiculous mob spawner. And anyway, okay, I'm going to jump into the first feature of this mod, and that is if you hit the F key, you get flying ability, like creative mode, but a little bit different controls. The controls take a lot to get used to, but you get used to them after a fair bit. It took me ages to get used to the controls for this thing. And one of the other things you've got to get used to. Also, the button I was holding down, which is left shift, is also the button that is used when, like, you can use it to almost run, and you actually get a slightly bigger jump when you do it. For some peculiar reason, even though you can still double tap and use that at the same time, so you can pretty much super run. Actually, if you use your standard double tap run, and that, you get like this ridiculously good run with the epic jump. So it's a handy little ability, that one. The next part of the mod I'm going to go into is called safe. Not safe that you store things in, but it's just a way of knowing whether you're safe from mobs. For instance, if I hit the L button, which is what its command is, you'll notice this little grid line here that I've just got up. This little grid line here, if it's yellow, means hostile mobs can spawn during the night. And as you can see, these parts here are totally no grid. This means if they're no grid, that means no hostile mobs can physically spawn there. But if I go into my house, and this is one thing I do need to modify, if I just nip into my house, it's here. Yes, I live underneath the tree funnel. You'd see here, this is red. Red means mobs can spawn anywhere. Spawn any time of the day, which is really something I need to fix in here. Including right next to my bed. I'm actually quite surprised it lets me sleep there. Blimey. That's not one thing I'm happy about. Anyway, honestly, this fly command comes in so handy, it's unbelievable. I'm also going to demonstrate another one, which, if I just grab my minecart a moment, and and I'm going to turn off the safe mod. If I just push this ever so slightly and jump in, if I hit the up button, you'll notice it now says perpetual. That means that this minecart will not physically stop. Even if I were to break... fail. Even if I were to completely fail every single time, this minecart just will not stop. Anyway, I'm going to hit the up arrow again to turn off perpetual. That perpetual motion is great if you want to have a really long track but don't want to deal with mining up a load of redstone and a load of thing. Just give yourself a bit of a drop at the start. Once this goes there, hit your up key when you're at maximum speed and you'll keep going. That speed is brilliant. Anyway, the next thing I want to show you, yes, I've got like this ridiculous farm here. I'm not going to fly over it because that's a bit of a pain in the butt. Anyway, the next part of the mod that I'm going to do, since this is becoming sunset, if I hit the minus key, I had the time control mod on here, which allows me to manually move the sun, which I absolutely love. Okay, and that's better default. And also it allows me to control the weather, like if I hit, I believe, the J key, it will start raining. No, wrong key. Apparently that triggered thunder. Okay, if I hit the K key, oh yeah, K is thunder. Yeah. If I hit the K key, it becomes thunder. If I hit the J key, it becomes rain. It's also a great way to turn it off if it's annoying you while building. Also, if I hit U, I have a lightning strike go wherever I want. And the great thing is it doesn't have the sound, so it's not as annoying. It's not as obnoxious. But it's handy as anything. Ha! I hit a zombie with it. Oh crap. I'm about to lose a tree. Yeah, fly away. Run away! Right. The one thing I have noticed with this thing though, is if I get too close to the ground, mobs can still miraculously hit me when I'm even not on the ground. So I've kind of got to be careful of that. Ouch! Like I said, you kind of got to be careful of that. Because mobs can miraculously hit you when you're not actually near them, and I keep hitting the wrong button. Anyway, there's a very vast array of features on this. Such as if I press the Y button, it will set me into Cheetah Mode. And as you can see, all mobs now have a health meter above their head. And if I hit the M key, it will show me the location of any mob that is around me. Also, likewise, if I hold down the L key, not L key, if I hold down the button, where's the button? Yeah, this thing has a lot of buttons to remember. If you hold down the I key on here, then you will be able to see through the land that you're currently standing on, which is great for finding cave systems, and you can see just how far down I've gone when I've been exploring. Also, over there you can see my train track. It goes right the way down there. Anyway, I know I'm safe here because, as you can see, I just turned the safe mode on. As you can see, I turned the safe mode on, so I know I'm safe here. It's basically a safe zone. Also, you don't take any fall damage when you're falling from that mode. I just need to eat. Anyway, I'm trying to think of the other features. Oh yes, also when you're in cheetah mode, you can also press the O button to find all of the ores around you. Like, for instance, I can see a whole shit ton of diamonds down there, and apologies for swearing. It gets a little confusing as to what ore is what, and I'm not sure exactly what blocks trigger, and I'm not sure how works with emerald just yet, but it's fantastic nonetheless. It's probably one of the best mods I have seen as of yet for it. And I'm trying to remember some of the other things you can do. There's loads, honestly. I mainly keep the Cheetah Mode on just so I can see the mob's health. Because if they go too far away, then you don't see it anyway normally. That is, unless you hit the M button to show where they are. This is almost like a single player command, but single button presses. And since we're going on about my map, I hear an enderbud. Don't you dare steal one of my bricks or one of my pistons, you. Anyway, this part here is my cactus farm. Just single button pressing it launches these pistons up, and I do not want to get near the enderman. And over here we've got my redonkulously big sugarcane farm with glitched pistons apparently. Not quite sure what's going on there. I may have to turn this thing on. I think it's where I last activated this thing when I last tried to record this. I think the pistons got glitched. I'm not sure whether that's to do with 1.3 or what. I don't know what that glitch is about, but I've never actually seen it before now. Anyway, I'm going to activate this thing so you can see it. Apologies for my ridiculously low frames per second just then. But there was a lot of entities just spawned, as you can see. Now I've got sugarcane. It's a great method to do things. And, oh, cripes. Yeah, over here, you've probably already spotted my ridiculous monstrosity of a mob spawner. The only reason for that little ball at the top, that is a very good feature actually, which I thought to head on because I know the mob spawning mechanics, so I know that if I were to stand on ground level, they would never spawn inside that spawner. Or at least very rarely, because they'd just be all in the caves underneath. You see, when you're up... That was a bit close for comfort. When you're up in here, then, honestly, they have no choice other than to spawn in there. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just nip downstairs. Yeah, this is my my method of getting down the place. Water fountains. And as you can hear them all in here now. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to just nip downstairs via my quicker route, which is falling. This is how I built the thing anyway. I use these water scaffolds so much to build it. And as you can see, well, there's usually more that pops down here. It depends how long you stay up there as to how many items will be down here. But it's a great way of getting bone meal. And I've checked that place with the lights mod as well. With the lights mod with the safe mod combined with the ability to see through things in order to check to make sure that place is totally red inside, so they can spawn any time. So these mods, these different parts of the mods all work perfectly together. What I am going to do, I'm going to set it to peaceful. No, I'm not. There you go. Yeah. You know, that weather control doesn't have to come in handy at times. The great thing is you can just, if you remember how you've done... Oh, wow. The fudge. Oh yeah, now I remember. They don't actually have to shoot at me, because technically I'm not on the ground. Technically I'm on the ground, so he can still shoot me. It's this mod's way of tricking the system. because I'm not actually supposed to be flying right now. This part here is just a little safe house I built whilst having a little piss around with my system. So whilst having just pissed around on this map, I was out here exploring. This is before I decided to build this monstrosity of a mob spawner. And my tree farm that contains trees of every single type, which took ages to make. Anyway, like I said, there's a lot of mods on here. I have barely gone through. I haven't even gone through half of them. There is a lot of mods on this on Zombe's Modpack. So the link for the download will be in the description. Well, for the forum post for the download will be in the description. Ooh, sorry, there I am. Spotted that. And like I said, you'll find yourself just zooming around using this fly thing. And I'm amazed just how fast my world is generating. To tell you the truth. Oh god, I'm back out to my mob farm again. Anyway, like I said, there's so much in this mod pack that believe me, it has like the world's largest config file. And also you may have to hello? Hello? I may have just crashed. Shit. Whoa, I think I'm back again. At least I hope I'm back again. Yeah, I kind of just had a major lag fit then, so I'm not quite sure exactly what happened, but it did. Also, if you've noticed in the top, this also shows me my coordinates and what direction I'm pointing in, which is absolutely handy for multiplayer. Also, every part of this mod is fully multiplayer compatible. Granted, some of them do require the fly to be enabled on the server. Just thought I'd mention that. And this is the end of my mod showcase, combined with my current adventure map. And I was so tempted to rip off Ant Venom's outro then, but I'm not going to. See ya. Woohoo! Splash.